Time now for trash. On the next round, Lance Taylor with Ryan Brown on that side of our extra guest in the middle. Rockstar and Jim Dunaway. We'll tell you about Heisman Heights in just a second. But as always, trash is brought to you by our friends at Mortgage Right, where you can get a mortgage anywhere in America.
Yes, Dunaway, if you're looking to purchase or refinance a home, act now before those rates go on the rise. With locations nationwide, lending directly to home buyers. Our friends at Mortgage Right remove the speed bumps on the road to home ownership by cutting out the middleman, ensuring a fast, worry-free process. Visit mortgageright.com to get started. That's the right way to do a mortgage. NMLS ID number 2239, equal housing lender.
All right, we are actually now in parts of our build-out with our logo behind us here. Don't forget the live show starts on Monday, August the 16th. If you're listening or watching this before August 16th. And later on, at the end of this, LT will tell you how you'll have a chance to win Heisman Heights from our friends at New Life Art, New Life Art, Inc. The website is newlifeart.com. Of course, we know Daniel Moore and all his great paintings. The great catch from the Heisman winner, Devontae, down in Baton Rouge.
When's the last time you got up that high?
That high? Yeah. Roller coaster.
Elevator.
Elevator to our studio. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, so last time you guys were traumatized at a birthday party.
It's been a while, I think.
I cannot tell you the last time I've
been to a birthday party.
I was the one, the kid that if you had a spend the night birthday party,
your parents got the call at 2 a.m.
No,
Sean's ready to go home.
No, kind of, sort of, but we would rig it before. It was like, hey, he's got a soccer game early tomorrow morning, so we need to pick him up at 8. And I'd be like,
tonight.
Yeah, I can't spend the night. I can come for the cake and the
He's
pizza.
only doing the cake and the ice cream.
Yeah, but I have to leave. I got a soccer game early.
Freeloader.
How about this? Mrs. Bigfoot peeked through the windows of an Oklahoma girl celebrating her 6th birthday party, much to the horror of the children inside of the home.
Oh, no.
Yeah, when the birthday cake fell through this year, the girl's mom, Brett, and her husband invited Bigfoot instead. According to Brett, quote, we just thought, she came with balloons and a bow and a tutu, so I thought, oh, this will be cute and fun. Now, unfortunately, the little partygoers didn't feel the same way. Now, Cinnamon, as Mrs. Bigfoot is fondly called, made her way inside of the home, and after the parents gave her a hug, the kids finally warmed up to her, according to 2 News in Oklahoma.
Can I just say Cinnamon sounds like a totally different party visitor?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I ordered cinnamon. I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, or if there is a whole society of Bigfoot Sasquatches out there that we now know they have strippers.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want my Cinnamon with big feet.
What about tutu?
Or that Harry.
Now, according to Brett, quote, the kids eventually had a good time, but they don't want Bigfoot to come back.
Yeah. You think Miss Bigfoot knows where Bigfoot actually is?
No.
Or where he goes at night?
No, he's out all the time.
He's as mysterious to her as he is to us,
What's the
right?
story? The reason we never found a body is because they are so good at burying their dead.
That's right.
They're so good at it.
So is there a sandwich shop anywhere in the country that has a Bigfoot? It's called a Bigfoot long or something?
No, I think Pizza Hut had the Bigfoot.
They did. They had the Bigfoot pizza. No,
Little
Pizza Hut.
Caesars.
No, I promise you it was Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut had the big New Yorker.
No, Lance is right on this. Google it. Pizza Hut had the Bigfoot.
I'd be willing to go steak with
I
on this.
know 1,000%.
I have said nothing about
I
this.
know, but I'm
maybe
willing to
lose
go
the
steak with you.
Don't make me lose the steak. Though I do feel like we're in a game show and it's this side of the room against that side of the room.
Wow, we're going to kill y'all.
This is a painful story and an extremely bizarre
Pizza Hut, you're right. I told you.
Thank you, Rockstar. Don't argue with me on food.
Now, in an extremely bizarre case from Bangkok, 38-year-old man had to be rushed to the hospital after his junk got stuck in the hole of a lock.
Wow.
You're using your key wrong, but can you imagine twisting it to get it unlocked?
Now, to me, a skeleton key is a big key, but that's still a small hole.
As Rockstar always says, 1,000,000 to 1 shot, Doc. 1,000,000 to 1.
Now, how about this? After not 1, but 2 weeks of silently bearing pain, he finally alerted his mother about the incident, after which she took him to the hospital where the doctors finally relieved him of his condition. But by then, it was too late, and his junk is said to have been disfigured forever.
Okay, so
It's in the shape of a keyhole.
imagine
Somebody's got to be into that.
that happening to you. When do you think, aside from the embarrassment,
Immediately.
you tap out?
Immediately.
Well,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So
2 weeks.
But for 2 weeks, he talked to his mother. So for 2 weeks, he had to run it through his mind. All right, Mom's probably the only one I can go to.
What's on your mind? Well,
I'm good, baby.
you haven't been eating lately.
I'm good,
This
Mom.
guy's a wonder back in the 16th century with all the chastity belts.
Even something about Mary. I mean, he tapped out within
Yeah.
seconds
Yeah.
when he zipped them up, right?
Yeah, well, because you can't get the beans above the Frank.
Now, the young man whose name has been withheld, good news there, is still single and living with his mother. according
Still
to his
single.
mother.
Yeah.
That's a
I
shocker.
think that's probably going to be a lifetime condition.
Now, his mother brought him to the hospital. Her son was frustrated at his singlehood and was using the lock to occupy his time.
I mean,
There's apps out there, right?
There's a lot of stuff out there.
a lot of things. I don't know
Anything
how
you can imagine.
I don't know how you get to the door lock.
This is where Harry would like me to mention that you need to download our app, the Next Round Live app, right there in the App Store, both in Apple and Google Play.
Now, in fact, this was not the first time he had engaged in such an act. However, this time it went horribly wrong, and his junk got stuck in the lock, although the man did not reveal his condition to anyone out of shame. His private parts caught an infection after being trapped in the lock for 2 weeks.
Mom, can you come up? But don't come in. Don't come in.
What happened to your door handle, sweetie?
I mean, my gosh.
Oh,
Now, like, I would be
awful.
a little ashamed. I remember I got poison ivy on the junk when I was like
Very
7 or 8.
Okay.
Oh, my.
Let's
Yeah,
talk.
I did.
I'd like to call the timeout. How did that happen? Had it on your hands and you didn't know it?
Yeah. I think I was playing in the woods, and I
Yeah, playing in the woods.
took a piss in the woods,
Yeah.
and I got it on my junk, and
Yeah.
it was embarrassing, but calamine. Mom, I need some calamine, and I put it on my own
That
junk.
felt so good when it scabbed up on you.
Oh,
It got all dry.
rockstar.
Like
Whatever-
oatmeal
whatever-
falling off.
Yeah.
Whatever you're into, Rockstar.
Now, finishing this story, according to hospital sources, the doctors had to cut the lock off by the means of an electric cutter. After
I'm
which,
gonna need steady hands here.
I'm just reading here, after which the organ was freed.
All right.
Surgery lasted for about a half an hour. However, the organ seemed to have been badly mutilated and would probably remain in such a disfigured and dysfunctional condition for the rest of the man's life.
Very
He thought
unfortunate.
singlehood was bad before.
Yeah.
Well,
gotten
now he's
a
an
little worse.
attraction.
It's
You
tough
know,
one there.
trash on the table. We've talked about weird names for kids before.
Right?
This is next level. New Zealand mother has reportedly named her 3 children Metallica, Slayer, and Pantera.
All right, let's see if we can find a connection.
If you had to pick one, I think I'd go Pantera.
Pantera Jones. That's not awful.
Pantera's more of a female name, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Slayer?
Slayer of Slayer Atkins.
and
aren't you-
Metallica. I mean, Metallica is the best of the 3 by far to me, but you couldn't go by Metallica. Now, the news of the unidentified woman's choice of names for her kids was first broken by New Zealand journalist and documentary filmmaker David Ferrier. He did Netflix Dark Tourist, which I haven't seen Dark Tourist. Now, quote, proud to report that a New Zealand mother has named her children Metallica, Pantera, and Slayer, Ferrier wrote on his Twitter. She told me it's not easy raising 3 of the heaviest bands.
That's right.
That's true.
Oh, wow.
Slayer totally drives an old Fiero.
Now, Ferrier went on to say that he has seen the birth certificates of all 3 kids and admitted that he was initially suspicious, especially after noticing that Metallica had the middle name of And Justice for All.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's gone too far. I would have done Kill 'Em All.
Where are you on that? I go, so to me, probably Metallica, the Black Album is the
Correct.
best. Then I probably go Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets really close, and Justice for All, and then Kill 'Em All.
I would go Black Album and Justice for All. Master of Puppets, Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All.
Which one is Inner Sandman on?
Black Album.
Black Album.
I'll go with that one.
1991. And Rockstar, you brought this up the other day. It's amazing at the LPs that were dropped within, 4 months in 1991?
41 Days was Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, Pearl Jam 10, Nirvana Nevermind, Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger, and Metallica, Black Album.
And you seem to think Metallica was number 1.
all those
Oh,
albums.
Well, I think
Yeah.
based on sales is what
it
I
would've been.
sent you guys back.
And they also toured on that album for probably 7 years.
Yeah. And then they went on a hiatus for about 7 years.
And then they did Load and Reload, which I thought were okay albums.
Yeah, I thought they were
Everybody
okay.
hated them. I like those albums.
That's all I got.
All right, that is trash. Before we get out of here, though, and tell you about Mortgage Right, LT, tell us what we're going to do with this beautiful Daniel art print of Devontae Smith's Heisman moment in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, so one of our listeners, Brown, you might be able to explain this a little bit better, but we're going to go social media. Somebody is going to own this. This is going to be in somebody's sports room, their living room, wherever you want to put this beautiful piece of art from our friends at New Life Art. Daniel Moore has done another great creation here. But we're going to be giving this away soon.
Yeah, can I be 100% honest with you?
Yeah.
I was out of the room. I know you said I could explain it better. I think I was out of the room when we discussed
We'll
this.
figure it out. We're going to give this away, though.
Is it downloading the app? We want people to download the app?
We can do it that way.
We can do it that
All
way.
right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to tweet out from the next round all this information with the link to download the app on Google Play and Apple. All you got to do is retweet that. You retweet that, we'll pick from the retweets. What? Was that not what we said?
You know, I've known you long enough to know that when you really start getting animated with your hands,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
You're making it up as you go.
That's 100% true.
It sounded good.
Thank you, Lance.
Yeah,
I appreciate your support.
Because you use the hand gestures to pause in places.
Yeah, that.
While you think.
He's building.
Yeah,
yes,
and
exactly.
And it takes attention away from the fact that I really don't know what I'm about to say. So if you have your hands out, you can pause.
So the live show is Monday,
Uh-huh.
and we will tell you how you could possibly win this piece from New Life Art, newlifeart.com. It's the Heisman Heights from our friend Daniel Moore, and our trash is brought to you by our friends at Mortgage Right, who are always good with the answer.
Yeah, hey, look, if you're looking to purchase or refinance a home, you need to act now before those rates go on the rise. With locations nationwide lending directly to home buyers, our friends at Mortgage Right, they remove the speed bumps on the road to home ownership by cutting out the middleman, ensuring that fast, worry-free process. Again, visit mortgageright.com to get started. NMLS 2239, equal housing lender.
And that is trash with Lance on the next round.